Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 123rd video on misconceptions in physics. My name is Ratankar Rao. I teach physics in an international school in Bangalore. My hobby is to do these kinds of videos. Why? Because passion. Okay. So we are now into the comparison problems. We have been looking at comparison problems. Lots of memes here. I'm not able to read all of them. Anyway, sorry if I'm not able to reply to you appropriately. There are many mails that I'm receiving asking for several types of problems. Some of you are asking me to do something on conceptual videos, but with the paucity of time and the theme of this videos is that I had thought of only doing on misconceptions. Okay, so the number of questions that I'm getting on these misconceptions itself is very large. So I will not be able to do anything on conceptual, but if you still feel maybe if the conceptual questions are very much intense, definitely I would like to do one or two. Keep on writing. Let us see like what best I can do from my side. I will definitely do it. And I also received a question from one of the students asking whether do you coach for NEET and so on. Of course, I do coach for NEET. If you are looking at my video, but the thing is that I don't have anything called as recorded lectures. Okay, I have not made any course as such. Okay, it is just one-on-one. Like we can have an online class, and while I don't have anything like a product like what Topper or anybody else does it, like they just give you something and you need to watch it. I don't believe in this concept. Okay, because the moment you purchase something, what happens, it'll just be lying there. Okay, and not many of them read. Okay, so as a result of it, I have no interest in designing courses as such, or maybe currently not. I have seen, okay, many of the students doing this, okay, purchasing several courses, ultimately not doing anything out of it. So on the other hand, now everything is open. You can either go for a coaching center nearby your home, or maybe, okay, if you are interested, okay, I don't compel anybody. This is my out of my interest I do it. Of course, okay, one way you can. Oh yeah. Somebody was asking me like, sir, this is something like, are you promoting your courses? अरे भाई, whatever whoever does it, you do it for money only. Okay, at most the byproduct should be money, but the interest is in general. I have to give back something to society. I'm just doing it. So when I studied, we did not have the concept of coaching centers. Okay, I studied on my own. So what we used to do is we, as a set of friends, we used to do group study, go to his home, her home, and so on, sit with them and keep on cracking our heads, do by this method, that method, all methods we used to try. And ultimately, somehow we used to get the answer. Okay, so it was too difficult for us at that time. And when I started teaching, I thought, okay, I cannot teach freely for anybody. Okay, that's one thing because I also have to look at my bread and butter, right? So, but at the same time, I can teach something. Okay, not complete course, at least something which can be given as free. That's what I'm doing. Of course, there are several courses available online, free of cost. Khan Academy gives everything free, right? So, like this, there are courses. But from my side, what best I can do, I'm just doing so much. Okay, don't ask me, sir, can you teach me for the whole year free? No, no, not possible. Then don't somebody, अरे बेच रहा है sir, बेच रहा है. Yeah, I agree. Without selling, what is there? That's why you can see in my background also, right? Okay, everyone has to be a businessman. फुकट में कुछ नहीं मिलता है. No dinner is free. Everything one has to pay. Okay. Even the air that we inhale, that's also because our lungs do some work. Only then the free air can be inhaled. Otherwise, you cannot do it. So everything comes with a cost. Okay, not wasting our time. Let us continue with this video. Two steel balls, each of mass capital M and 2M, fall at constant speeds in a tube filled with oil. Okay, so you have a oil. Oh my God, what is this? Okay, yeah. So you have oil over here, two masses. This is capital M and this is small m, small 2m. Okay, capital M and so 2m. Which are the following correctly describes the magnitudes? So what happens is the question is asking about compare the magnitudes of the net force and of the drag resistance force. Now, when you drop the ball over here, the ball now starts moving like this. Okay. Now, the student had answered the option is nothing but D. The option is D. Now, why does he answer like this? He answers is thinking that that the fall here, the gravitational force, you see, the net force that has been falling over here should now be equal to m into a. F equal to m into a. This is what it is. And as a result of it, definitely larger the value of m, that is here, this is 2m and this is m. So therefore, F should be larger for the 2m mass. That's one thing he said. And secondly, he has also thought that the drag force, okay, will be different because the surface area is larger. See, this has a smaller surface area, this is a larger surface area, and hence the drag force here should be much larger. Okay, so this is what is concerned. Now, when will this be correct? And what is a misconception here? Let us understand that also. This should be correct when there is no oil. When you take two objects, you drop these two objects. Okay, you drop these two objects in air where there is no drag resistance, or maybe, okay, so when there is no drag resistance, the question is about drag resistance. Okay, good. Okay, so now what we'll do is, okay, let us say there is a drag resistance, there's an air force which is acting upwards. So when you have something like this, then what can happen is two things can happen. First one is the mass that is falling here might be accelerating, or it can move with an uniform velocity, uniform speed. Now, if it is accelerating, then your answer is 100% correct. Why? The reason is because this m definitely changes. Then if this is also accelerating, that means what? If it is not equal to 0, then your answer is correct. But read the question once again. The question says two steel balls. Why steel balls? Because same density. Each of mass m and 2m fall at constant speeds. What do you mean by constant speeds? Which means your acceleration is equal to 0. When you put acceleration equal to 0, and you say that F net is equal to capital M into A. It could be capital M into A or capital 2M into A. If you put like this, then what can happen is, irrespective of the mass M, you see the value of A is equal to 0, which means what? The net force equal to 0. You can always say acceleration due to gravity is same. I agree. Acceleration due to gravity is same, but the net force is always 0 because acceleration is 0, right? And hence, what is happening over here? You can see the object net force is 0, or this C and D are definitely incorrect. Net force is 0. Okay, so they cannot be different. So it either has to be net force is the same for both the objects, which is equal to 0. F net 1, F net of mass m is equal to F net of 2 mass 2m is equal to 0. So therefore, it should be either A and B. So for C and D are wrong. Now drag force. Now what is the drag force? Drag force is nothing but the opposition force that is being given to it like this. Okay. So therefore, now what will be the drag force over here? In the first case, if mg is the force acting downwards, then F1 is a drag force where F1 is equal to mg. In the second case, 2mg is the force acting downwards, then 2mg is the drag force which is acting upwards. Only then they will move with the uniform speed. So definitely F2 and F1 are different. So the answer here should be B and not B. I hope you have understood the concept, and this is all about how to solve problems based on comparison. Comparison problems doesn't mean that, okay, you're just going to compare two values, but it always means look at the context and then compare it. Okay, that is where comparison problems comes. Usually comparison problems are of two concepts string together, joined together. So you should know how to, what is that to analyze it. Until unless you do not know how to analyze, you will be making mistakes on comparison. I can tell you, see, I have got more than 15 to 20 problems on comparison. Okay, I was wondering, how come only in mechanics I'm getting so many questions? And all these questions students are making a mistake. And the reason is because of this. They just blindly take up the parameters, substitute it, and try to get the answer, which is totally wrong. Okay, you should understand under what context is this comparison question being asked. So if you know this, then definitely you will be able to solve this problem. Okay, enough of lecture. Thank you, friends, for watching this video until the end. If you really like this video, do share and comment and subscribe to my channel. Keep on writing to me. I will be happy to hear from you. So you can view all my lectures from this website. I have updated recently. Yesterday only I have updated. You can visit to this website. You can see all this. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.